Hey guys, it's Niklas here from upgradeToLife.com, and in this video I want to talk with you about the way of your desire manifesting. So beginning at the moment you have a desire or you have a new goal that you want to reach in your life until the point that it's actually externalized and manifested into your reality. Right? Because I see many people struggle with manifesting because they know what they want. But when they know what they want, they don't really know what's going on inside of them and how the process kind of works. And this is why I decided to make a video on the way on what's going on. So definitely make sure you stick to the end. This will be a very important video for your journey. Also make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to this channel, just so that I reach more people and more people can learn about this truth of life. And if you want to, you can check out my free masterclass. The link for that is in the description down below. And with that, let's jump into the video. So previously I said that I won't do like the presentations in the videos any longer, but I decided that for some video topics I will also include some kind of presentations or illustrations to bring the point better across, because in my opinion making it like visible with images or with kind of presentations, it really helps to understand this even better. So with that, let's jump in today's presentation. Now, what is the process from you being where you are right now, getting your desires and your desired results in your life? So to make this understandable, let's look at this person over here. It's just an example. It's a person who is currently in one state, in their like 1.0 state, the state they start with, so to say. And in this state, they are, for example, they are lonely, they are broke, and they are unhealthy. Right? This is just the current state of consciousness they are in. They're infinite state, but this is their current state. So what do they desire? Or what is maybe common for this state to desire? Of course, it is to be in a relationship, for example, with a specific person or with just someone new, it doesn't matter. Also to be wealthy and to be more financially abundant and to be healthy, right? Based on this state of consciousness, they desire this. When they are in this state, they will desire other things. You will always have desires based on your current state of consciousness. So, the question is, how can this person get from this state to this state? How can they get from being lonely to being in a relationship with their person they want to desire, the person they want to manifest? There's only one way. Before I tell you the way, I want to tell you what is not the way. Not the way is to focus on do things, to focus on, I need to do this, I need to go on Tinder, I need to do this and message them to convince them that I am the perfect partner, or now I need to start 10,000 businesses and all of the stuff, right? No. Doing is not what you should focus on. You should focus on being and embodying this new state. But how can you do this? Because how can you go from being lonely to embody being in a relationship? Of course, there is kind of an invisible gap, so to say, which is actually just in your mind. So the way to go to this new state is with your imagination. Your imagination, as you may have heard, is infinite and limitless. Right? Our human mind and our human senses, they have limits. Right? They only perceive what's currently there and they say, okay, this is what is real, this is what's there right now. But our imagination is, like I said, is limitless, because it knows no time and space. With our imagination, we can be everywhere we want to be at any time we want to be there. So I could right now sit here, but imagine myself to be at a beach, or to be at a restaurant, or to be with my best friend, or to be like have the money I want to have in my bank account and feel that way. This is like the power of imagination, right? And please don't use it as a tool. When you dig deeper into Neville Goddard's teachings and the law of assumption, you will realize that your imagination is what you really are. Because imagination is consciousness in action. And consciousness is what you really are. So imagination is just moving through consciousness, so to say. Now, back to the topic. We want to go from this state, from being lonely, broke, and unhealthy, to experiencing our desires, right? And we do this by going into our imagination, creating scenes, creating imaginal acts, and experience our desire already being done, already being fulfilled, right? And Neville Goddard gave great techniques. We can create an imaginal scene. We can do Isn't It Wonderful? We can use revision. There are many techniques, but the purpose of all techniques is to get you into this right state and to make it feel natural to you. This is the only reason, right? So you experience this new state with your imagination until you feel it real. And then in the most cases, or actually in all the cases, when we open our eyes again, or we just go about our day, then we will see no evidence, right? We will think, oh, wait a second, I'm actually again this person, right? I am lonely, I am broke, I am unhealthy. Like, where are my desires? I just imagined them. And this is the part where persistence comes into play. Because you can't imagine this thing, your desires and your new state, and then always fall back into the old state, and always fall back into the victim state, always fall back to it's not here yet, I'm doing something wrong, I need to do this and that. When you do this, it implies that you are not in this new state. Because when you are in this new state, it will feel very natural, you will feel relaxed, calm, and you, to be very honest, you won't even think about this too much. And whenever the thoughts of these topics come up, you will just know that it is already done, and you embody it to be true right now, because you know they are true. The way to bring something from the invisible reality, from your imagination, into the manifested form is through your assumptions, what you assume to be true. And when you assume this new state to be true, then of course it will manifest. But your senses will, every time you do this, each time you do this, your senses at first will tell you, no, it's not here yet. No, you're doing something wrong. And like I said, persist in this new state. Very important for you guys. And you kind of need a teacher like Abdullah at this place who slams the door at your face and tells you that you are already this person because you already experienced it. And what is also so important for you to understand is the moment you imagine this, right? Best case, for me at least, is in first person point of view. The moment you did this, you gave life to this state. You awaked kind of this state, right? You gave life to it, and now the seed is planted. And the more you do this, the more you will kind of lose the need and the feeling to do this again, because you will know that it is already done. When you are at this point, this is a good point, a good place to be. But it can take some time, it can take some practice, so yeah. Short recap, we have this 1.0 state, we want to go to this 2.0 state, and in this like another reality where our desires are manifested. To do this, we imagine that it is already done, and now we persist in this assumption that it is already done and that we are already in this new state. Another very important thing for you to understand is that in one day, you take about 35,000 decisions. And more important to understand is that 30,000 of them are unconscious, so you don't even think about them, you just do things. And just 5,000 are conscious. I know it sounds much, but trust me, the bigger part, as you can see here, is really unconscious, and you just do things. You just go shopping at 5 p.m. Why? Why don't you go at 6 p.m.? You just do things very unconsciously. And this is important for you to understand really how you will get your desires. Because the moment you are in this new state, you will be led. So it's not like that there is someone pulling strings, but because you embody this new state, you will kind of naturally go through a bridge of incidents. This is what Neville calls it. To go from where you were in your imagination before to bring you at the same point into your physical reality as well, right? So to go from here, you are here, but in your imagination, you are already here. And to bring you where you are here is you go through a bridge of incidents. So you go through events that just will take place and happen very naturally, that will get you your desires. So what will happen in this period? People will take on their role, meaning people will maybe contact you, ask you out on a date or on a job opportunity or whatever, right? You will maybe get free stuff. You will maybe learn about someone new, and then you will found a business with them, whatever it may be. You can't explain this kind of things with your logical human mind. Things just will happen very naturally, and you also will start to kind of like maybe do other things. So for example, like you want to manifest a relationship, whether it be with a new person or a specific person. So when you are in this state and you embody it and you experience it in your imagination and you know it's already done, then when you go about your life, then maybe your best friend invites you to a party. At this party, you learn about some new people, and these new people are friends with the best friends of the person you want to manifest. And then everything comes together, and you meet again, or you meet this person, right? You can't explain this. Things will happen, and you don't need to worry about this. You don't need to focus on this. The only thing that is your kind of job is to get more conscious on what it is that you imagine again over and over in your day-to-day life, right? Because this will create what you experience. So place your awareness, place your focus only on your imagination. I will definitely make another video only about imagination, but for this video, it's about the way. So Neville Goddard himself gave a great kind of example on how we can imagine this whole process, this whole way. So let's imagine you want to watch a movie in a cinema and you are stuck in traffic, you're kind of late, and you walk into the movie and you experience the happy end, right? You come in, there are the last 2 minutes of this movie are playing, and you see that the main character, which is like the character from the example, is in this relationship, has the money they want to have, and is healthy, right? Got rid of the health issue and the pain, right? You come in and you see the happy end. You know it's already done, fine. But because you want to experience the whole way in between, which is kind of this way, you say to yourself, okay, I go into the next movie when the movie is played next, so the next possible time, and you watch the same movie again, and then you will, when you watch the movie, you will experience what all these people in here experience. So you will experience that maybe in between in the movie they were separated and they were maybe divorced or had no contact, whatever. The person was lonely, the person had low money, the main character wasn't financially abundant, and the main character was ill or had some health issues, right? But in your mind, you already know the end result. So going back to the end, you already know the end result. You already know what will kind of manifest because you just experience it. So the same thing is true in this case, right? You already know the end. You already kind of scripted the end. You know what's already real, and you only assume this to be real. This is what's so important, and you persist in this assumption, right? Persistent assumptions harden into fact, so they basically manifest. And like I said, the key to all of this is your imagination. Really, it is the key. The key is not doing specific things. The key is not looking like for evidence and looking, oh, is it manifested yet? Is it here yet? Am I doing it right? No. The key is when you do all of this and you fall back into your old state, the key is, again, imagine the end already being done until it is so normal and until you won't fall back into this old state, until this new state is your natural state of being. And from this state, your desires will manifest. You will manifest your person, you will manifest more wealth, more abundance, and you will manifest more health when you embody this to be true. So I hope that this video made the way from the beginning of your desire to the manifestation clear. Definitely let me know down in the comments. Wait, I make myself a little bit bigger. So definitely let me know in the comments down below if you like that, if you learned about or if you understand now the way even better. So if you have questions, also put them down below. I will answer them. And with that, I conclude this video. See you in the next video.